press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome to part 3 of the chapter metallurgy. So in the last class we discussed the calcination and roasting. Then after calcination and roasting, in case of conversion of concentrated ores to oxides, the third step is the conversion of metal oxide to metals. That is called a smelting process. Smelting process. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಬರೋಣ. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ metal oxides to metal. Reduction of metal oxides to metals. This is called a smelting process. Smelting process. So conversion of metal oxides to metal is a reduction process. This is the third step. See, clear? Third step. First step is concentration of ores. Second step is the conversion of concentrated ores to the respective metal oxides. The third step is the reduction of metal oxides to metals. Reduction of metal oxides to metals. So in this process, metal oxide, it is treated with a suitable reducing agent. And heated to the required high temperature in reverberatory furnaces and also in blast furnaces or in reverberatory furnaces. The metal oxides are reduced to metals. So in this case, metal oxides also containing some impurity. So metal oxides, which contains metal oxide plus impurity. So that is why along with reducing agent, so one of the another chemical substance is used, that is called a flux. Hence, in the case of reduction of metal oxides to the metals, or what is meant by smelting process, it is a process in which the metal oxide means either calcined ore or roasted ore. It is calcined and roasted ore which contains metal oxides. Along with metal oxides, some impurities are also there. The calcined or roasted ore is mixed with a suitable reducing agent and a flux. This reducing agent which converts metal oxides to metals. So for example, if we take MXOY plus coke, so coke acts as a reducing agent. So coke reduces metal oxides to metals, and along with the formation of carbon monoxide. In this case, metal oxides are converted into metals. Okay, but what is the role of flux? So flux it combines with impurity to form slag. So what is meant by the flux? Flux is a chemical substance used in the smelting process to remove most of the unwanted components, to remove the impurity in the form of slag. So that is called a smelting process. So what is meant by smelting process? Smelting means reduction. In reduction process, calcined ore or roasted ore is mixed with a suitable reducing agent and a flux. in a reverberatory furnace or in blast furnaces. Metal oxides reduced to metals, metal oxide reduced to metal, and impurities present, if any present along with metal oxides, they combine with flux to form a slag. Is clear? So ಜ್ಞಾಪಕಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾವು ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸೈನ್ಡ್ ಓರ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೋಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಓರ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಈ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸೈನ್ಡ್ ಓರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರೋಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಓರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So what is meant by a flux anta keltare? Flux is a chemical substance used in smelting process or in reduction process to remove most of the unwanted impurities in the form of a slag. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಇದನ್ನ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಮೆಟಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಇಫ್ ದ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ is acidic, then basic flux is used. First point, so if the impurity is acidic, then basic flux is used. So in iron metallurgy, no, iron metallurgy, observe. In iron metallurgy, flux like calcium oxide is used, CaO. It is a basic flux. This is used to remove acidic impurities. So SiO2, these are acidic impurities. To form CaSiO3, this is calcium silicate slag. CaSiO3. So if the impurity is acidic, then it is removed by adding a basic flux. So if the flux is basic, depending on the nature of impurities present along with either calcined or roasted ores, the fluxes are used. So this is a basic flux. So basic flux is used only then if it contains acidic impurity, or if second one, if the impurity is basic, then acidic flux is used. If the impurity is basic, then acidic flux is used. ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ if the impurity is basic, in copper metallurgy, ferrous oxide, it is the basic impurity. To remove this basic impurity, acidic flux is used. This is the acidic flux is used. So flux and impurity combines together to form FeSiO3. This is ferrous silicate slag. So ferrous silicate slag. So if the impurity is basic, then acidic flux is used. If the impurity is acidic, then basic fluxes are used. Then in case of, so these are the basic flux, this is the acidic flux, and there are some neutral fluxes are there. So neutral flux is used. So in the electrolytic reduction, so neutral flux is used in electrolytic reduction of alumina Al2O3. So neutral flux is Na3Al F6 cryolite or calcium fluoride, then aluminium fluorides AlF3, calcium chloride CaCl2. So these are used to increase the conductivity of alumina and also which reduces the melting point of the mixture. So illi neutral flux like cryolite, calcium fluoride, so fluorspar, calcium chloride, so not aluminum fluoride, this is not required. So because Na3Al F6, this is cryolite, calcium fluoride and calcium chloride. So these are used as neutral fluxes in the electrolytic reduction of alumina, and these neutral fluxes which increases the conductivity of the electrolytic mixture and also which reduces the melting point of the mixture. ಸೊ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 3 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್: acidic flux, basic flux and neutral flux. Clear? So flux is a chemical substance used in smelting process to remove most of the unwanted impurities. ಸೊ ಈ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂಥರ ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಂಗಿದೆ. ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಸೋಪ್ ಬಾಡಿಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೋ ಬಾಡಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು, ಹಾಗೆ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಪಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ used in smelting process to remove most of the unwanted impurities in the form of a slag. So what is meant by the slag? Slag ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಸಿಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಸ್ಲಾಗ್, ಫೆರಸ್ ಸಿಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಸ್ಲಾಗ್. Slag is a lighter, easily fusible substance obtained by the combination of flux and impurity. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಇವೆರಡರ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ಲಾಗ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಇವೆರಡರ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ಲಾಗ್. ಸ್ಲಾಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಟರ್, easily fusible substance obtained by the combination of flux and impurity. That is called a slag. Note. Then first one. So with respect to ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವು ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲೆಡ್ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್, ಮರ್ಕ್ಯುರಿಕ್ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಿಂಕ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಕೆಲವು ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ some sulfide ores they are subjected to partial roasting. So because some oxides are easily reduced by itself, means that they involve self reduction process. So self reduction process ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವು ಯಾವುವು? Self reduction or auto reduction process. Self reduction or auto reduction process. Certain metal oxides like lead sulfide, then cupric sulfide and also mercuric sulfide, these are self reduced. And these sulfide ores, these are all the sulfides, they are subjected to partial roasting. And they are subjected to reduction to form PbO and CuO or Cu2O, then Hg. So when they are subjected to partial roasting, partial roasting gives its oxides. So why they are self reduction process. So their curves. So by plotting a standard free energy change against temperature for these oxides, and these plots are almost at the top in Ellingham diagrams. So ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಜಿ ನಾಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, unstable. So that is why even at almost at normal temperature, relatively at lower temperature, they are self-reduced. ಹೇಗೆ? They are subjected to partial roasting. So the obtained lead dioxide, obtained lead of monoxide, PbO, which is reduced by the remaining lead sulfide, PbS, to form Pb plus SO2. Pb plus SO2. So it is like this, 3Pb. ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, if they are not, so which one of the following is self-reduced, or which one of the following metal is obtained by self-reduction process? Self-reduction process. ನಾಗರೆ self-reduction process ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕಗೊಳ್ರಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು? lead sulfide, cupric sulfide, mercuric sulfide. Lead, copper, mercury. Lead, copper, mercury. These metals are extracted by self-reduction process or auto-reduction process. Auto-reduction process. So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ when they are subjected to partial roasting, part of these sulfides are converted into oxides. ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ರೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಏರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then the obtained oxides which are reduced by the remaining sulfides. So similarly, cupric oxide is reduced by cupric sulfide to form Cu plus SO2. Cu plus SO2. Then mercuric sulfide. So obtained mercuric oxide reduced by mercuric sulfide to form mercury and sulfur dioxide. Mercury and sulfur dioxide. Mercury and sulfur dioxide. So these metals are obtained by partial roasting process. These involve auto reduction or self reduction process. Clean example, which one of the following metal is obtained by auto reduction process? Self reduction process. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೋ lead, copper ಮತ್ತೆ mercury. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಈ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ. So relatively at lower temperature, these oxides are reduced by its sulfides. ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬಂದಿರೋ lead monoxide, ಉಳಿದಿರೋ lead sulfide ಇಂದ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. So obtained cupric oxide reduced by the remaining cupric sulfide to form copper. The obtained mercuric oxide which is reduced by the remaining mercuric sulfide to form mercury. Is clear? So that is why. So these metals are obtained by auto reduction process. Ali kodtara, which one of the following sulfide ore is subjected to partial roasting? Clear? Or which one of the following oxide is reduced by its sulfides? Clear? This is auto reduction process. Done. So let us move on to the extraction of iron from hematite ore. 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 Hematite is Fe2O3. Clear? So first step is, since it is oxide ore, it is concentrated by gravity separation method. So concentrated by gravity separation method. Gravity separation method. Then it is subjected to calcination. Then it is subjected to calcination. First step, hematite ore is concentrated by gravity separation method, and it is subjected to calcination since it is the oxide ore. Oxide ores are subjected to calcination. So during calcination, so what are the advantages of calcination? The organic matter is decomposed. The impurities like arsenic, moisture, and sulfur are lost in the form of their volatile oxides. Then ferrous oxide, if any, converted into ferric oxide. Then mass becomes porous, which helps reduction in the third step, reduction of metal oxides to metals, or in smelting process. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರೆ ಈ ಹೆಮಟೈಟ್ ಓರ್ಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರೆ ನಾನು ರಫ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಸೊ ಈ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಟ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಟೂ ಟ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ it is lined inside with fire clay bricks. ನೋಡಿ, so this is the steel sheet. ಹೊರಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. But it is lined inside with fire clay bricks. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಹಾಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಇನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಟು ಪಾಸ್ ದಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ O2 ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. So lined inside with fire clay bricks. So this is one double cup and cone arrangement. So ಹೀಗೆ arrangement ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So this is the double cup and cone arrangement. So this is the feeding hopper. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ನ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸೈನ್ಡ್ ಓರ್, Fe2O3 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So it is mixed with a suitable reducing agent coke and limestone CaCO3 in the ratio 8:4:1. So this is hot waste gas ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇದು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ tuyers. So this is the upper layer, upper hole, tapping hole. It is to remove the slag. So here to remove the molten iron. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜೋನ್ಸ್ 600 degree centigrade, around 873 Kelvin, then 900, 1173 Kelvin, so 1773, so 1173 Kelvin range. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದು. then 1473 Kelvin, then 1773 Kelvin. ಇವು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜೋನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಝೋನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಝೋನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಝೋನ್. This is the slag formation zone. This is slag formation zone. So 1473, this is a fusion zone. fusion zone. 1773 Kelvin, it is the combustion zone. Combustion zone. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 873 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ಲಾಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಝೋನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು 1173 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲಾಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇನ್ನು ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಝೋನ್ 1473 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ 1773 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಝೋನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಐರನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹೆಮಟೈಟ್ ಓರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸೈಡ್ ಓರ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಹೆಮಟೈಟ್ ಓರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಹೆಮಟೈಟ್ ಓರ್. Then it is subjected to calcination to remove other impurities. Then this calcined ore, it is mixed with a suitable reducing agent and a flux. Flux is calcium oxide, calcium carbonate. ಅದು ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. These are taken in 8:4:1 ratio. And this mixture is fed into the furnace at the top by using a double cup and cone arrangement. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಾಟ್ ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಟುಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಬಾಸ್ ಝೋನ್. ದಿಸ್ ವೈಡೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫರ್ನೆಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಬಾಸ್ ಝೋನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಲೋ ದಿ ಬಾಸ್ ಟುಯರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ವಿಚ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಟ್ ಏರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ some chemical reactions takes place inside the blast furnace at different temperature zones. Finally we get molten iron. So what are the different reactions takes place in the blast furnace? ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದಾಗರೆ, coke burns in a hot air to form carbon dioxide. coke burns in hot air. ಈಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ಕೋಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. coke burns in a hot air to form carbon dioxide along with heat. So because it is an exothermic process, heat is liberated. Hence coke acts as a fuel. Heat anna generate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ it acts as a fuel. And also this carbon dioxide obtained in the blast furnace, ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ coke burns in hot air ಅಂದ್ರೆ combustion zone. ಸೊ ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು? coke. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್? ಸೊ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 1773 Kelvin. So coke burns in the hot air to form carbon dioxide along with the heat. So that carbon dioxide is obtained. It rises up in the upper tall of the furnace. And this carbon dioxide, so which is reduced by coke to form carbon monoxide. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಕೋಕ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೊನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಡೋಥರ್ಮಿಕ್. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ H is positive. So here delta H is negative. So the first case is exothermic. Second one is delta H is negative. It is exothermic. High temperature is maintained. So therefore highest temperature maintained in this zone is 1773 Kelvin. So in blast furnace the highest temperature zone is combustion zone. So why it is called combustion zone? Coke burns in hot air to form carbon dioxide. So it is an exothermic process. So large amount of heat is produced. Hence highest temperature maintained in this zone, that is called a combustion zone. Then carbon dioxide obtained in this zone rises up. So which is reduced by, again now continuous ಆಗಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ coke ಇರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So which is reduced by coke, and to convert carbon monoxide the process is endothermic. Hence in the upper tall of the furnace temperature gradually decreases. ಯಾಕೆ upper tall of the furnace ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಏನು ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಝೋನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇದು ಈ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಾಗ which is reduced by coke to form carbon monoxide, the process is endothermic. Some amount of heat is absorbed so that the temperature in the upper tall of the furnace gradually decreases. So therefore, so what is the role of coke? So these are the role of coke anta ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು. So role of coke. So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ coke role ಏನು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? Coke acts as a fuel. Heat ಅನ್ನ produce ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ. Burn ಆದ heat produce ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it acts as a fuel and also it creates the reducing atmosphere of carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide that is required for the reduction of ferric oxide to iron. Ferric oxide to iron. Then, so in this case at around 873 Kelvin, so 873 Kelvin, not at exactly at 873, 500 to 873 Kelvin. So on the range there, so 500 to Kelvin to so 873 Kelvin. So ferric oxide, ನೋಡಿ ಏನೇನು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಫೆರಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಫೆರಸೋಫೆರಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫೆರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. So all these, so ferric oxide Fe2O3, which is reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron and CO2. So ferric oxide reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, in the blast furnace, coke cannot act as a reducing agent. Coke produces the reducing atmosphere of carbon monoxide. So carbon monoxide acts as a reducing agent which reduces ferric oxide to iron. And also some ferrous oxide also present if any along with ferric oxide. This is also reduced to form iron and carbon dioxide. Similarly, ferrosoferric oxide Fe3O4, it is also reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron and carbon dioxide. And in addition to this, Fe2O3, so which is also Fe2O3, which is also reduced by carbon monoxide to form FeO and CO2. So these are all the possible reduction reactions occurs in this temperature zone. ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲಿ ferric oxide reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron. So ferrous oxide if any, ಇಲ್ಲಿ in case ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಫ್ ಏರ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, so ferrous oxide if any present along with ferric oxide, if it is not converted into ferric oxide, then such a ferrous oxide which is reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron and ferrosoferric oxide, it is also reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron and ferric oxide, again it is reduced by carbon monoxide to form ferrous oxide. This all the possible reduction reactions occurs in the blast furnace. So ಯಾವ temperature? ಈ temperature ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ reduction zone 873 Kelvin, this is called a reduction zone. Then at particularly 1173 Kelvin, ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ, so around 1173 Kelvin, 73 Kelvin up to 1500 Kelvin. So 1073 to 1500 Kelvin, calcium oxide, not calcium oxide, limestone. This limestone, it is decomposed to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So this calcium oxide acts as a basic flux. This basic flux which combines with silica, this is the impurity present along with ferric oxide. Ferric oxide ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತದ್ದು silica impurity. The calcium oxide is converted into CaCO3. So this iron obtained, so in this case ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಝೋನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಏನ್ ಐರನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, this iron melts at, so iron melts at so around 1400 and 1473 Kelvin to form molten iron. This molten iron collects at the collects as separate layer, a bottom layer in the blast furnace. And around 1173 Kelvin, calcium carbonate means limestone, it is decomposed to form calcium oxide. Calcium oxide is a basic flux which combines with acidic impurities like silica to form calcium silicate slag. This slag collects above the molten iron. This slag collects above molten iron. ಸೊ ಅವರ ಮೋಲ್ಟನ್ ಐರನ್ ಮೇಲ್ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ slag is always lighter than the molten iron. So therefore finally we get two layers. So collects at the bottom of the blast furnace. So upper layer is molten slag, bottom layer is the molten iron, and these two layers are separately tapped out and cooled. The iron obtained here is called a cast iron. So which contains 2 to 4.5%. So iron melt layer collect ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So the molten iron, so it is the, so this molten iron is cooled. So molten iron, this is cooled to the room temperature, we get iron. This is called cast iron. This cast iron contains 2 to 4.5% carbon. Cast iron contains 2 to 4.5% carbon. Sorry, 2 to 4.5% carbon is that is not a, so ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಐರನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, impure iron. So this is about extraction of iron from hematite ore. Clean ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರೆ, hematite ore is concentrated by gravity separation method and it is further subjected to calcination. So why it is subjected to calcination and which kind of ores are subjected to calcination? So oxide ores are subjected to calcination. So what are the advantages of calcination? ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. So it is heated in the presence of limited air or in the absence of air. So ಎಲ್ಲ impurities, arsenic, moisture, sulfur, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ volatile oxides ಆಗಿ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Mass becomes porous. Organic matter is decomposed. Ferrous oxide, if any present along with ferric oxide, that is converted into ferric oxides. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ferric oxide to iron, reduction of metal oxides to metals. That is third step, reduction process. It is carried out in blast furnace. So blast furnace, it is a tall cylindrical tower built up of steel sheets. It is of about 30 to 35 meter height from the ground level. It is built with steel sheets and lined inside with fire clay bricks. ನೋಡಿದ್ದು ಒಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈರ್ ಕ್ಲೇ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್, ಫೈರ್ ಕ್ಲೇ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಹೀಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ವಿತ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟರಿ ಫೈರ್ ಕ್ಲೇ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. It is provided with a double cup and cone arrangement at the top into which the charge is introduced. This widest portion of the furnace is called a blast zone. Blast zone. Competitive part alli kelidare. Blast zone is the widest portion of furnace. See, widest portion the ಮೇಲ್ಭಾಗದ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. This is called the body of the furnace. And below the blast zone ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, below the blast zone, this is called the heart of the furnace. It is up about 8 to 10 meters height from the ground level. ಇದು 8 ರಿಂದ 10 ಮೀಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನೋಡಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ 30 to 35 meters height. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಬೋ ದಿ ಬಾಸ್ ಝೋನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 20 meters, ಅರೌಂಡ್ 20 meter height ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದಿ ಟೂ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಪೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಲೋ ದಿ ಬಾಸ್ ಝೋನ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಟು ವಿಚ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ is blasted. They are called 2 years. 2 years. So in this process, calcined ore is mixed with charge ಅಂದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. calcined ore, it is mixed with coke and limestone. So calcined ore around 8 by mass ratio. Suppose if you take 8 kg of calcined ore, so 4 kg coke is required and 1 kg limestone is required. This is the mass ratio. Charge consists of calcined ore, coke and limestone in the ratio 8:4:1 by mass. So it is dropped into the blast furnace through the double cup and cone arrangement. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹಾಕಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. So it is introduced in the blast furnace through the double cup and cone arrangement. And at the same time, ಅವಾಗ ಅದೇ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, so hot air is blasted through the tuyeres. At the same time, hot air is blasted through the tuyeres. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ tuyeres ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಹಾಟ್ ಏರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದಾಗಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್, ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ zones inside the blast furnace, the chemical reactions occurs, finally we get molten iron. So different temperatures. So what are the different reactions takes place at different temperature zones? So coke. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಒಂದು ಏನೇನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸೈಡ್ ಓರ್, ಕೋಕ್, ಲೈಮ್ಸ್ಟೋನ್. So what is the role of calcined ore? What is the role of coke? And what is the role of limestone? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದಾಗ, so around 1773 Kelvin, coke burns in hot air to form carbon dioxide. To form carbon dioxide. This reaction is exothermic. The reaction is exothermic. Hence, high temperature is maintained. So, therefore, in blast furnace, highest temperature maintained in the zone is called reduction zone. Combustion zone. ಯಾಕೆ ಕೋಕ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು 1773 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೇಂಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಕ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಝೋನ್. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ gets rises up in the furnace and which is reduced by continuously adding the charge which contains coke. This carbon dioxide which is reduced by coke to form carbon monoxide. Then what is the role of coke? So agar heat anna produce ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ coke acts as a fuel. Coke acts as a fuel. So coke acts as a fuel ಅಂದಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರೆ, coke acts as a fuel. ಒಂದು ಯಾಕೆ, exothermic process ಹೈ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. It acts as a fuel. And also this carbon dioxide reduced by coke to form carbon monoxide, which means that coke produces reducing atmosphere of carbon monoxide that is required for the reduction of oxides of iron. ನೋಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಐರನ್ ಏನಿದಾವಲ್ಲ, they are all reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಕ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. The role of coke in the metallurgy of iron is ಅಂದಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಏನು, it acts as a fuel and it produces reducing atmosphere of carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide which reduces metal oxides to metals. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೊನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. Then another one is at 500 to 573 Kelvin. 500 to 573 Kelvin. So ferric oxide reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron. Ferrous oxide also reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron. Ferroferric oxide is also reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron. In addition to this, carbon monoxide reduces ferric oxide to ferrous oxide. Further, ferrous oxide is converted into ferric oxide. Sorry, iron. Clear? So this is very important. So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಏನಿದೆ, ಫೆರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಫೆರಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್, ಹೆಮಟೈಟ್ ಓರ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಎ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ which is used to remove most of the unwanted impurities in the form of slag. So such a chemical substance is called a flux. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ in the metallurgy of iron, flux is calcium oxide. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ at 1173 Kelvin, ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 1173 Kelvin, calcium carbonate, limestone, it is decomposed to form calcium oxide. This calcium oxide, it acts as a basic flux. So basic flux is used only when the ore containing acidic impurities. So calcined ore, hematite ore, which contains silica as acidic impurity. Therefore, to remove these acidic impurities, Limestone is used. Calcium oxide use ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಾವು limestone ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಆ limestone ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. This limestone decomposed to form calcium oxide at 1173 Kelvin, and this calcium oxide acts as a basic flux. This basic flux combines with acidic impurity to form calcium silicate slag. So here calcium silicate slag, CaSiO3, CaSiO3, calcium carbonate ಅಲ್ಲ, calcium oxide basic flux which combines with silica to form calcium silicate slag, calcium silicate slag. And finally, so in the reduction zone, around at say between 500 to 873 Kelvin, the oxides of iron reduced by carbon monoxide to form iron. So this iron melts at 1473 Kelvin. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಝೋನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನಿಯರ್ ದಿ ಬಾಸ್ ಝೋನ್ ಐರನ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಝೋನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಝೋನ್. ನೋಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಝೋನ್, ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಐರನ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಝೋನ್. ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಝೋನ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೈನಲಿ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೆವಿಯರ್ ದನ್ ದಿ slag, therefore it collects at the bottom of the tank as a separate layer. Then at the same time, so calcium oxides around 1173 to 1500 Kelvin. Calcium oxide is a basic flux which combines with acidic impurities like silica. So these are present along with hematite ore to form calcium silicate slag. This slag is always lighter than the molten mass. Hence it is collected above the molten iron. So finally, these two layers are separately tapped out and cooled. Iron obtained here is called cast iron. This cast iron which contains 2 to 4.5% carbon. So this is the extraction of iron from hematite ore. Clear? So ಇದು ಐರನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಪರ್. Second one, extraction of copper from copper oxide, or from copper pyrite. Extraction of copper from copper oxide or copper pyrite. If it is copper oxide, Cu2O ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ, so it is subjected to calcination. If it is copper pyrite, so this is CuFeS2. This is sulfide ore. It is concentrated by froth flotation process. And it is subjected to roasting. Finally, roasting. And after roasting, we get oxides, copper oxide. Clear? So how is the copper extracted from either copper pyrite or from copper oxide? Is clear? Suppose you cuprous sulfide and that is reduced by self-reduction process. So if it is copper pyrite, it is a sulfide ore of copper. Sulfide ore of copper. It is subjected to concentration by froth flotation process, since it is a sulfide ore. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. So all sulfide ores are concentrated by froth flotation process. Several chemical substances are used in froth flotation process. Subfrothers, the floating agents, depressants. Then another one is froth stabilizers. Is clear? So different chemical substances are used in the froth flotation process. Then after the concentration by froth flotation process, it is subjected to roasting. Roasting is the sulfide ores are heated to the required high temperature in the presence of excess of air to form oxide ores. So ಈ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ ಕಾಪರ್ ಪೈರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ different chemical reactions involved in the extraction of copper from copper pyrite? So CuFeS2, it is subjected to roasting to form Cu2S, Fes, and along with sulfur dioxide. So copper pyrite is decomposed on roasting to form cuprous sulfide and ferrous sulfide. Then finally, so this cuprous sulfide, so it is oxidized to form, it is partly oxidized to form cuprous oxide and sulfur dioxide. And again, ferrous sulfide, it is partly oxidized to form ferrous oxide and sulfur dioxide. Roasting process. So these undergoes partial roasting. So these are partial roasting. ಇವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So part of cuprous sulfide is converted into cuprous oxide and part of ferrous sulfide is converted into ferrous oxide. Then, so this is the roasting process. So this is roasting process. Roasting process. So we get roasted mass. So roasted mass. Roasted mass contains cuprous sulfide, cuprous oxide, ferrous sulfide, and ferrous oxide. The roasted mass of copper, which contains cuprous sulfide. So because we know that cuprous sulfide is not completely oxidized. Part of cuprous sulfide is oxidized to form cuprous oxide and the remaining cuprous sulfide. Similarly, ferrous sulfide, so partly oxidized to ferrous oxide and the remaining ferrous sulfide. So this is the roasted mass. This roasted mass, it is mixed with silica. Roasted mass is mixed with, so this is mixed with silica. So roasted mass, it is mixed with silica and air is passed it. Now observe ಮಾಡಿ. Second step, roasted mass is mixed with silica, so in a converter, and oxygen gas is passed. Then what are the reactions takes place? So when oxygen gas is passed, again the cuprous sulfide is converted into cuprous oxide. Again further some amount of cuprous sulfide is converted into cuprous oxide and ferrous sulfide is converted into ferrous oxide. So here ferrous sulfide is oxidized to ferrous oxide. This ferrous oxide which combines with, so ferrous oxide FeO combines with silica to form ferrous silicate slag. ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, so in copper metallurgy ferrous oxide is basic impurity. So it reacts with the silica, it is acidic flux. This is acidic flux, so to form ferrosilicate slag. So finally molten matte is formed. Molten matte is obtained. Molten matte contains cuprous sulfide and traces of ferrous sulfide. Molten matter contains cuprous sulfide and traces of ferrous sulfide. Is clear? Then again, this molten matter, it is taken in a Bessemer converter. Taken in a Bessemer converter. Again, some little more silica is added and it is heated in the presence of air. So ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯೂಪ್ರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕ್ಯೂಪ್ರಸ್ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯೂಪ್ರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಕ್ಯೂಪ್ರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಯೂಪ್ರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಲಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬೈ ಕ್ಯೂಪ್ರಸ್ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕ್ಯೂಪ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ಮೆಟಲ್. ಆ ಕಾಪರ್ ಕ್ಯೂಪ್ರಸ್ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಫೈನಲಿ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಮೋಲ್ಟನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟೆ, so it is mixed with silica and oxygen gas is passed. Further, ferrous sulfide is oxidized to ferrous oxide, which reacts with silica to form ferrosilicate slag. And part of cuprous sulfide is oxidized to cuprous oxide. Self-reduction process. So molten matter. So molten matter contains. So look here. Observe madre. This molten matter, which contains Cu2s and FeS. So FeS is oxidized to form FeO, which combines with silica to form FeSiO3. So therefore this ferrous sulfide, it is removed in the form of ferrosilicate slag. Then this cuprous sulfide, it is partly oxidized to form cuprous oxide. Then this obtained cuprous oxide, which is reduced by cuprous sulfide to form copper metal along with the formation of sulfur dioxide. So this is the self-reduction process, auto-reduction process. So finally we get copper metal. Is clear? So this is about the extraction of copper from copper pyrite or by using copper oxide. So if it is copper oxide, it is subjected to the calcination, and finally this copper oxide, it is treated with, not directly ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ. So copper oxide na, so it is reduced by, ನಾವು low temperature coke ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ cuprous oxide ನ reduce ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Cuprous oxide is reduced by coke. So because the delta G naught versus temperature curve for cuprous oxide is almost at the top in the Lingam diagram. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊನೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ Lingam diagram, how to charge the suitable reducing agent in different metallurgical process ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕೋಕ್ ಇಂದ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು majority of the copper is extracted from copper pyrite. Copper pyrite is sulfide ore, CuFeS2 chemical composition. Since it is a sulfide ore, concentrated by froth flotation process. So then after concentration, subjected to roasting. Roasting is heated in the presence of excess of air to form its oxide ore. So these are the reactions during roasting process. Copper pyrite is decomposed to cuprous sulfide, ferrous sulfide. These are partly oxidized to form cuprous oxide and ferrous oxide. So therefore the roasted mass which contains cuprous sulfide, cuprous oxide, ferrous sulfide, ferrous oxide. This is the roasted mass. Then this roasted mass is mixed with, roasted mass, it is mixed with silica and oxygen gas is passed. During this process, ferrous sulfide is partly oxidized to ferrous oxide. Ferrous oxide combines with silica to form ferrosilicate slag. So here silica acts as acidic flux, ferrous oxide is the basic impurity. So therefore in this process, so we get a molten matter. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಉಳಿತು ನಮಗೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, cuprous sulfide and traces of ferrous sulfide. This is called molten matter. This molten matter is mixed with little silica and it is heated in the presence of oxygen in a Bessemer converter. The ferrous sulfide is oxidized to ferrous oxide. Ferrous oxide reacts with silica to form ferrosilicate slag. So it is formed at the surface of the molten mass. And at the same time, cuprous sulfide is oxidized to cuprous oxide. So part of cuprous sulfide is oxidized to cuprous oxide. And the remaining cuprous sulfide, which reduces cuprous oxide, obtained cuprous oxide to copper metal. So this is the extraction of copper from copper pyrite. ಇದರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಪರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಪ್ಯೂರಿಫೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬೈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋ ರಿಫೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಪರ್. ಇನ್ನು ಜಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಜಿಂಕ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಒಂದು 1 hour ಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬರ್ರಿ. ಈ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಬರ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕಾಪರ್ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಅಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್. ವೈ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಂತ. Silica is acidic flux that is used to remove the basic impurities like ferrous oxide as formed in the metallurgy of copper. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಪರ್ ಪೈರೈಟ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಫೆರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೆ ಈ ಫೆರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಕಾಪರ್ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಟು ರಿಮೂವ್ ದಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ.